Good morning, guys. Hi, Taco. Hey, Ramil. Hey, Sprout. Hi, Jago. Justin, good morning. I think Hino was here. They left like a message saying that they couldn't stick around, but they will be watching the live stream tomorrow. So we're going to be taking a look at their hangar. Hi, GeForce. Okay, so let's see. What are we working with in today's Dream Hangars? Let's see. Dream Hangar. Master 1 got into Master 2. Want to know if this hangar is going to work, basically. Okay, so we have the Loki, Ammit, Bagliore, Leo or Nuo, Shoggoth, Atlas. Let's see. Stealther, Frederick or Mute. Okay. Okay, so I noticed Hino's also mentioned which turrets to use. I'm just going to use the ones that I currently have. Because if I change it, then I'm going to need more turrets. I don't think I have enough turrets on this account, so I'll have to... so I'm going to use what I currently have. Can I try your build? What I would recommend doing... so I have a series currently going, Does This Work? You may want to try, post your build there. And then what I would do is I would also put your pilot ID, because if you do get selected, you also get a prize. It's equivalent to winning a giveaway, except you won't have that many entries in, so you have better odds of winning a prize. Okay, wait, hold on, guys. I'm getting... so I had to reinstall my OBS, and everything is kind of different. By the way, I hope the volume levels are okay. I did a recording... When was it? Yesterday's video. I noticed the game sounds were a bit loud. So I might have to turn that down a bit. Hi, Ghetto. The game sounds... I don't know about the music levels. Is the music too soft? Hi, Nicholas. Yeah, so when I reinstall OBS, all my settings change. Everything everything changes, and I have to like do it all from scratch. Okay. We don't know yet. We're going to be testing it out. Okay, so for the ones who are not familiar with Dream Hangars and you know what Dream Hangars is all about, basically viewers submit their Dream Hangars in the comment section. So it looks like this. Let me just show you right now. Okay, so it looks like that. So the viewer, in this case Hino, submitted 5 different robots. We have a Titan, we have a Mothership. And what I do is on this account, which I'm currently running. Okay, so the account that I'm using right now does not belong to me. It belongs to Pixonic. Everything is maxed out. And what I do is I use it for guides. I use it to showcase like new content, different builds, you know, just generally helping players out that way. And with Dream Hangars, what I do is I reconstruct the entire hangar. Everything is maxed out, and we run it in Champion League to see how well it does. Now, there's a common mistake that a lot of players think, you know, they think that if you have everything maxed out, you're going to win because of the whole pay to win thing, but it is far from the truth. If you don't know how to build your bot, it is going to die regardless of whether it's maxed out or not. Maxed out, all maxed out does is, if you build this wrong, I'm actually giving my opponent more damage because they have, well, my bots have more health on it. So that's where they're getting all the extra damage from. But it's going to go down just as fast as if it was MK1. Okay, so we're going to look at this lineup. I'll give you my thoughts on the composition of it, okay, because I think that's also really important. And, you know, problems with some of the builds that I could see happening. And then what we'll do is we'll run a couple of games. We'll analyze the hangar to see what is working, what isn't working. And then I'm going to go in, I'm going to start to tweak things to try to strengthen it. Strengthening it doesn't mean changing out the robot and throwing like a vector in. If these are the robots I'm given, this is what I have to work with. Now, it's a thing of how do I optimize it based on what I'm running into in Champion League. Okay, so we have the Loki. We've got the Hippo weapons on here. Kind of debating on whether I should run. I'm going to use jump anyways. Yeah, jump, overdrive, robot accelerator. I'm gonna use Showdown on this thing. Another one I could use is also Kestrel. I guess well, you know what? Let's use Kestrel. I might need it. This will allow me to heal all the way back up. Might want to change this skill. Just trying to see what we have here. Maybe give it a little bit more damage. Although, you know what? The chances are if I have to engage, there's a good chance that I'm going to end up dying anyways. So it's just running beacons. But otherwise, those are my skills. Okay, so a lot of speed skills. And then we have an Ammit here with Cudgel and Mace. We've got Unstable Conduit, Self-Fix, Repair Amplifier. Oops. Showdown. Just trying to position this here for anyone who... Hold on. Anyone wants to take screenshots and stuff. Okay, so that's the pilot. And then we have the Bagliore with the Cestus. Been a while since I've actually run these weapons. I think the last time I tested it, it wasn't too bad. Okay, so Nuclear Amp, Overdrive. This one we've got Showdown once again. Yeah, I think when it comes to the Bagliore, the Showdown's a very good one to have. Aside from the healing, you have the Weapon Protector, which is very important. What it means is I'm not going to lose any weapons. You know, the drone's going to prevent me from losing all my weapons, which is good because if you're running like 4 heavies, that's a lot of firepower. You lose one of the heavies, your firepower kind of drops quite significantly. And then we have a Nuo here with Nucleon and Atomizer. I'm just going to go with Unstable. Nuclear Amp, Overdrive. This one I have the Shy. Can I try Cinder on the Titan? I won't be able to do it for today's live stream because it is focused on this viewer's hangar. And yeah, I'm trying to help them out, so I have to run what they've asked me to run because they were selected. And I think I mentioned to Hino, I don't know if you caught it, because I know you're going to be watching it tomorrow, the live stream. But basically, your prize will be whatever the next giveaway is on my channel. So it's going to be for the new content. So that will be your prize, and it is a guaranteed prize. So I will be locking your pilot ID in for that prize. So whatever the next giveaway is, it could even be the new robot, who knows. But if it is, you know, the prize is guaranteed. Why not the Leo? I'm going to go for more damage. Yeah. Okay, so now we have the Shoggoth here with Trebs, and we have 2 G.A.S shields here to give it more shields. So I'm always very careful when I start putting the shield thing on a bot that already has the shield. The reason why is because all it takes is for a player to have shield breaker and they've just negated. So in this case, if someone had a shield breaker, these 2 are useless, including the Shoggoth's actual shield, because they're going to shoot all the way through. It is one of the best ways to counter anything that has like an Aegis shield or absorber shield. Just run something that has shield breaker. Like a Pathfinder, this thing is toast, right? Because with a Pathfinder, you can break the shield, and it's not just for you, it's for your teammates too. So they could be someone nearby, and they'll just shoot right through your shield. So you always have to kind of be mindful of that, you know, when you do run these shields here. Then we have a very interesting Atlas build with Void and Munnin. Not sure how this is going to go. Never tried this build. Hi, Yusuf. Okay, so we got the Chef Broil. Hold on, let me just kind of... Oh, wait. Yeah, Yeah, I'm not going to change that. I don't think one skill is going to... The reason why is because I may end up running the full set. So I'm just going to leave that one skill. Okay, so those are the pilot skills. Man, I haven't run an Atlas in quite a while. I think it's a good couple of weeks now. Okay, so hold on a second. What motherships can I use? I know he said Stealther, Frederick, or Mute. You know what? Let's go with Stealther. Let's go with Stealther. I might be able to actually change. What does he have here? Stealther, 1 defender, 1 damage, 1 energy. 1 energy recoup. I don't even know if I have that. Yeah, I don't have that. No, wait a minute. We've got positive. Replace that. Okay, so we're just gonna run with this. Yeah, I think I would go with 2 damage. Someone was actually asking me, does it work? I actually was told when this mothership came out that running 2 damage in 4 systems worked. That's why I had double. Hi, Ido. Hey, Robert. What are the best turrets for the Bifrost? Let me just show you right now. Not sure whether this is necessarily the best, but this is just what I'm running. Okay, so anti-jamming, lifesaver, and damage in force. How do you participate? So when the stream is done, you post your Dream Hangar. Okay, so the format should look something like this. I mean, it doesn't even have to go into this kind of detail. Basically, what you would do is you mention the robot, mention the weapons, maybe the drone, and then that's it. You don't need to tell me the pilot skills or anything, because we'll figure it out. Also, it's just easier to show on the screen. So 5 different robots, as you can see. Also, the Titan with the weapon setup, the mothership. Okay, you don't have to tell me the turrets. Just the mothership is fine. And then the most important part, make sure that you put your pilot ID because, as I said, when you get chosen, or if you get chosen, I have to lock in your prize. And if there's no pilot ID, well, first of all, if there's usually no pilot ID, I don't pick that person because I don't want to go chasing after them, trying to find out what their pilot ID is. The other thing, too, is they may have actually won on my channel recently. So if they have one on my channel recently, then I have to unfortunately choose someone else because they are on a cooldown. That's just how I do things with my channel. So yeah, always make sure that you put your pilot ID because if you get selected, I need to lock that prize in for you. And I don't want to ask afterwards because I've done that before and someone tried to steal someone else's prize. Oh, if you don't want the prize, yeah, just mention that you don't want the prize. That's totally fine. Yeah, some have done that too. Robert, that's a rough build. Okay, so guys, before we run some games here, just a couple of comments. So this is just from experience, and I've helped a lot of players. One of the biggest things that I noticed that is very common, the ones that do struggle, they usually have a lot of range. So what do I mean by that? Basically, their weapon setups are built for 500 meters and beyond. Okay, so like this one, and this one. The problem with having too much range is that if you encounter, and you will, because, you know, when you get to Champion League especially, the players, I know players say like they just pay to win players, but you will notice certain things. They run heavy brawlers for the most part. So you see a lot of vectors. Anything that has a lot of speed, a lot of firepower, and is hard to kill, those players are going to run it. And they run it not just one, they will have 3, 4, 5 in their hangar. And the more range you have, the less chance that you'll be able to counter them, because they will get to you and they will just wipe you out. Now, let's just say hypothetically with this hangar, if a brawler got into my spawn, I can already calculate that this bot, and this bot is going to die. So I'm actually now down 3 bots. So I better hope that, you know, these 2 bots do the same damage equally for each one of these. So let's just say these get wiped out, and typically they do, like, I'm just using like random numbers here. Let's just say they make like 100,000 damage, right, for each one. That means if these 3 die, this better do 300,000, actually technically 400,000 damage to make up for the 3 that I've lost. So this is why I always kind of push players more into the brawler, is because of that, right? Because if you lose 3, then the other 2 bots have to make up for it. Yeah, so you always want to make sure that you don't have too much range, and also you want to make sure that you have like tanks to defend. Okay, so something that can withstand a lot of damage. So how much range should you typically run? So if you're going to run range, I wouldn't do more than 2, which means this lineup actually needs another brawler in. Okay, so those are the things I look at. Other things I look at is how long does it take? And, you know, we all see this. How long does it take for me to charge up my mothership and also my Titan? Because if I can't get into my Titan when my team needs it, or the enemy's in my spawn, then I'm going to be in big trouble. Okay, so we're going to look at those things when we play. So let me just see if I can try to find a game here now. Let's just put that up here. I'm actually wondering if the wait times might be really long, because I noticed my Android, the baby account, there was an update today, which means the servers are split. So that means fewer players on, like, the My Games. Okay, we managed to find something here. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna start with this. Oof. Yep, I'm toast. Yeah, I'm gonna be in trouble here. I couldn't get him. So I guess the good news is these guys haven't even gotten their home beacon yet. The bad news is this build of mine isn't really that good. Oh. This is funny, they haven't even gotten their beacon yet. They're gonna have to get it real soon. Okay, there, I fired 2 shots. So he blocked both shots. Ugh. So now we know how this performs. Keep in mind, everything is maxed out. I missed my 1 shot there. Uh-oh. So remember what I said about the brawlers? There we go. This is why players struggle, by the way. They don't have any brawlers in their lineup. I can't really shoot this guy because he's got a reflector shield. So I'm toast anyways. So now, this is what I mentioned before. When they get into your spawn, you may end up losing 3 of the bots, right, from the lineup. I gotta stay on this beacon here. I can't let this guy get it. Yeah, there we go. He's got more shield but no firepower, but I don't know what the point of that is. Actually, we got a kill with this. Nice. How's my Titan bar? Hasn't been charged up yet. I need to try to link to this guy so that he has the... there we go. Come on. Uh-oh. Targeting this guy because he's giving support to that other one. We can... Yep, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh. Oh, try to get him before he died. I'm gonna get shot behind me here. So notice how like my Titan is not charged up yet? That's bad because we're almost 4 minutes into the game here. Usually I prefer to have my Titan charged up at least like 2-3 minutes. So we're gonna have to look at what weapons can do that. What is this guy up to? Uh-oh. We have a bit of a situation here. Oh, wait. Oh my. Yo, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, what the? I actually did that much damage with these weapons? Not bad. Oh. Shoot. Hold on. There, we got a kill. Ah, I'm dead. I was actually gonna drop in with the Loki, but then I saw all the Atlas back there. Oh shoot, I try to get that guy. I don't know how we're gonna get across here because they have Princeps back there. Thing is, we don't really need a push. We don't really need a push here. That guy's in a Princeps. This guy's gonna be jumping. There we go, got him. Uh-oh. They need the bridge, or they need to attack us up top here. The thing is, I can't really move. Shoot, this guy got me. Yes. I had my ability just in time. Oh, yes. That was perfect. Oh, come on now. Uh-oh. Wait, wait. We almost have him. Oh!
Tell evil I never use cat stuff.
Kind of risky to go this way because there's an Atlas here, but let's just go for it. They're down on players. I think we should be good. Oof. That's gonna be game. Send out the parakeet. Canary in the coal mine. Okay, hold on a second. Let's just put that. We gotta run another game here. Hey, Cactus. That was painful. Painful watching. Imagine how painful it is playing. I almost feel like that Shoggoth, I need to run Shield Breaker, but then even with Shield Breaker, how much are 2 Trebs really gonna do damage-wise? I don't think it's gonna do that much damage. The Archer is better than the Rex? Yeah, I would say so. Let's just go for beacons first. Oh man, that's a lot of players on this left side. 4 players? Oh man, I'm gonna get cooked. If they have Seek or something. This guy doesn't have Seeker. Shy and Maya? I'm just gonna hold it down for now until my teammates get here. Wait, why are we all on this side? Okay, now that my teammates are here, now I'm gonna push their beacon. He's turning around. He realizes now. Oh, he's gonna teleport. Let's go for this beacon here. Oh! The funny thing is, I don't think he can see me. This guy here with the... Man, that's a terrible setup. How are they? They're in our spawn. Uh-oh. Thing is, we got more beacons. Here we go. He teleported back down. Oh. I got him, yes. Let's try to go for this one here. The guy's really trying to save his Dune build. Yo, they have no beacons. Yeah, they have center. This guy's still alive from earlier. Oh. Oh shoot, I'm not gonna make it. Ugh. Oh. That was actually worth it. for the chaos I caused with that Loki, I think it was worth it. Wait, what? How did he get killed? I think this might be a Titan. What is that? No? That's all the damage I did? Are you kidding? I'm dead. He's going after me, man. Okay, now you're gonna see what's the point of having 2 shields. Guys, I need your help. Baller, baller. Shoot. So he's gonna... Oh man, I'm so toast. Yep, I can't hit that guy either. Yep, all the way through my shield, and I'm dead. Just get him down to his last stand. It's kind of funny, all the things I mentioned at the start, before I even had run any games, it's all happening right now. What happens when they get into your spawn? Oh, man, this guy's doing work on my team. There we go. We killed him. Who's shooting at? Why don't I run Obelisk instead of... That's because this is not my hangar. This is a Dream Hangar that someone submitted. Hey, there's someone above us. Uh-oh. Wait, we only have 3 players left. I just realized that now. Okay, I'm just gonna try to hold onto this beacon, I guess, for as long as possible here. Now we have 4. I think we're gonna win. They need 5 beacons in like 5 seconds. It's not gonna happen. He's trying to kill me. What's the gimmick of today? The Shoggoth? No longer strong. I did run it. What was I running it on before? Was it Strix? I can't remember what I ran it on. It was pretty decent then. But the thing is, you got to remember, I'm only running 2. I'm only running 2 of them. You know, you might as well honestly put it on a Carnage if you're gonna run this. At least you can run like Daredevil. Does this even have Daredevil? I don't even think it has Daredevil, right? This doesn't have Daredevil. Yeah, I think a Carnage would output more damage then. Well, actually... Not factoring in like drones and stuff. I think it might do more damage. Oh yeah, the Bagliore. The Bagliore can do it. Yeah, 2 is not... this is not working for me. This is kind of okay. That's decent. Okay. Let's run another game. I just have the Dream Hangar up that we're testing right now. This is someone's hangar, and we're trying to find the weak spots in it. So far, for me, I think the weakest build may just be that Shoggoth, which is funny because it's like I think it's the newest that we have in this lineup. It is. Yeah, it is. It is the newest. This is the weakest setup out of all the bots. That's actually quite funny. Did I even hit? Man, that's the only damage I did. Man, we're gonna get cooked here. These guys are gonna be pushing this side. He's just gonna heal up from it. It's not even doing that much. It's not even doing that much damage. Steal it! Thank you! Good job. I totally stole. Hey, we gotta get at least one kill with this, guys. Oh boy, this guy here, back here, he can totally kill me. Wait. Steal it! Yes! What is that guy running back there? It's doing hardly any damage. Oh my gosh, we got a triple kill. What? That's funny. If only this was free for all. Wait, this guy can kill me. I might need some help on this side though. Man, there's a guy right in... Oh. Oh, come on. They're gonna kill me with orbital strikes. The thing is, we've only got 2 trebs. They have a rhino. Locked him down. Oh, I better start healing here, man. I got no health. Oh. I got stealth too. That guy might end up killing me. This guy will kill me here. This guy's totally gonna kill me. What weapons does he have? Nope, nope, he's gonna kill me. Yep. I'm trying to stay on this beacon here. Oh! Oh, oh, nice. We got killed by a Loki. Trying to figure out who to target here. Maybe this guy. I'm gonna try to get this beacon back, actually. Ah, shoot. Nope. I'll get this guy here. I mean, this build's not terrible. Once you get charged up, it's not bad. Would I run it though? Probably not. There's just better options. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, he died to the Besag. Because I was wondering, he had his shield up. Yo, where'd you come from? I totally stole that. They were shooting at that guy for the last, like, 20 seconds. Okay. I think it's time to optimize. we have an idea of like what we need to change. That Shoggoth build is terrible. Okay, so we're gonna see what we can use. Now, when I optimize, you know, I don't run like ultimate stuff, okay, because unless they specify. So I'm not gonna run ultimate. What I usually do, because, you know, if we are dealing with a free-to-play player, what I would do is I look at what is currently in the data pads. Okay, so for example, these are the weapons that we can use, you know, that a lot of players would have accumulated. And I also get this guidance from my baby account. So I know, for example, on that account, I have the Leodari, the Croco Hippo, you know, Gladius Pilum, Elox Murix. I also have a couple of the I have a couple of the Velos weapons and the Fahrenheit. Okay, so I have those. I don't have any Lumens and I don't have the Shantak, so I'm not going to be using any of those. So it's mainly Croco, Hippo, Velos, Fahrenheit, those weapons I can use. Okay, let's see. What are we going to change here? I think what I'm going to do is let's use... Okay, we're going to use that. This one, what I'm going to do is... This is actually funny because I released a video on this build quite recently. We're going to use Shredder with Makaira and Velos. And I'll explain why I'm going to be running that. Oh, that's another thing I noticed with this lineup. We have no rust. Okay, so if you have no rust, you are going to struggle when it comes to tanks. So one of the best ways to counter something like a Vector or any kind of like an ultimate Rhino or whatever is to run rust weapons so they can't heal up. Okay, so we're gonna... That's what this build is gonna do right now. Okay, so what I have here, couple of Shredders. I also have Velos and Makaira to apply the rust effect. This will help me deal with... Vectors and any kind of like really tanky bot. Okay, so if they have like an Ammit, Vector, Ultimate Revenant, Ultimate Rhino, you know, those bots that are really hard to kill. Also, if they have Aegis shields, this is going to allow me to knock it down a lot quicker. What are we going to run with this? Ooh. I mean, should I just keep this? What do we have here? You know what? I actually have an idea. Let's try... Let's try something here. Because I figured if they got a Nucleon there, maybe it might actually work on here. You'll just be running more. Yeah, we could use Puncher. But I'm going to try something else. So we don't have any flames. We could technically use flames on this, but that might be kind of tricky to play. We don't have... So we only have one build that has rust. So what I will do here... Let's run Basilius on this. Also, one thing, if you are running a Nuo, I highly recommend using the Shy. I've tried the Oppo drone. A lot of players say to use that. You actually die a lot faster. Like, a lot more faster with that drone. So this drone, I think, is still the best for the Nuo. This needs serious work. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? Let's see. Oh, you know what? I think I used this last time, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did use this last time. Let's try. Let's try this combo. I was actually going to use pulsar weapons to lock down a lot faster, but I like the rapid fire of this. We'll keep this drone, but I was thinking even using Seeker because you also boost up your shield that way. I'm just trying to think like what kind of weapons can we run on here. We could do the whole void and chasm, but let's try run mid-range. Okay, we're going to run a couple of games here. I might actually change this out again for the Void and Chasm because the thing is, we have so much range, I kind of need a brawler build for my Titan. That's kind of how I counterbalance things sometimes. Yeah, let's see how we do with this lineup. My take on the Leo. You don't really see the Leo being used. Not that it's kind of bad. I think that's what players jump to the conclusion. The reason why you don't see that many is because players are running more Rust. They're running more Basilius, Velos, Machaira. You know, those weapons, they prevent you from healing. And usually when you have weapons like that on the field, you see... you don't see as many tanks. You'll see them, but... they have to have, so like for example the Vector. How are we gonna do this here? Let's start with this first, I guess. I don't know what to use first. Usually when I oh wait, what? Whoa! That's doing some decent damage. This guy's gonna be moving in here. I need a teleport quick. Where is he? We need someone to lock him down. I think once I get charged... wait, wasn't this guy here? Once I get charged up, it can actually output quite a bit of damage. I don't think he was expecting me to do that much damage there. Oh, come on. Got a bit of a situation here. Oh my gosh! Whoa, we almost killed that guy too. What is this guy in? I need to empty my clips here. He's still gonna get me. He's shooting. I think he's got Hawkeye. Okay, so remember what I said about Rust, right? Whenever you have things like Vector, you want to run Rust to counter. Oh. Yep, there we go. Where is this guy? Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Wow. He went down real fast. He's gonna go down fast too. No! Ugh. Where is this guy? Ooh. Wait, they have a Newton. Gonna hide behind this guy. Where is a Newton? This guy?
Get back in the kitchen, baby.
I think we need to get some beacons. Just saying. Wait, we have no beacons. What's going on? I'm getting this Wait, we're losing all our beacons, guys. Didn't mean to use my ability there. Oh, almost got him. Nice. Shoot, I need to get that beacon. No, 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 he's gonna turn it. Shoot, I need to jump, quick. Yeah. We need this one here on the right side. I think we're gonna lose. Ah. That's why you like the punch on the Bagliore? Yeah, I could use the... You know what? I think actually maybe the Pulsar with the puncher is a better combo. I'm not sure yet. I think the Nania can work. It's just refusing to die. Those players, I know they might be happy, but that's also a bad thing for the luchador players. Okay, let's see. Maybe, because we got rust weapons on there. I'm just trying to think, like, what other weapons could we run? What about flames on here? Only thing is, this is more of a brawler setup. I'm not sure how this is gonna go. I mean, maybe? Okay, so we have 143 viewers, guys. If you guys can do me a favor, make sure to hit that like. Helps the channel out. It is free. Thanks. Is useless from... Yeah, but I was like thinking... So I have actually tried that with the Pulsar. It's very good at knocking down Aegis shields. And you also get the benefit of locking players down. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but when I ran it last, it was kind of doing decent. The Princeps knew what he was doing. He knew I needed that beacon. And I actually needed the beacon on the other side of that wall. But then the other guy flew onto the beacon. He was smart. The smart players know how to protect the beacons. Hi, Floyd. Didn't I run that on in the Shoggoth squad? Which one? The Puncher? No, what was I running? I think I was testing out different builds for the Shoggoth. Yeah, it was a members stream. I think we were testing different builds to see which could work. Uh-oh, this is actually kind of bad. We all dropped in. 2 of us with Shoggoth. Wait, what does that guy have? What is that? Oh. Yo, these guys are going straight for him. Okay, wait, you know what? I'm going to stay here because I got a brawler set up. If they push him, which they most likely will because they know he's a Shoggoth. Get him with the flames. Phew. I couldn't hit him with that, but I think I hit him a little bit with the flames. Yo, shoot, how'd that guy get all the way back there? There we go. Oh, he's gonna kill me though. Shoot, this guy might end up killing me. Nope. Oh! We have a bit of a situation. What was that I was shooting at? Sword unit? Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. That did a lot of damage. He's gonna drop in, yeah. Whoa! Oh my gosh. That's actually doing decent damage. Oh my gosh, we almost killed him. Ooh. Yeah, that was good. Let's just get this, Oh, come on, no. We might kill him. Yes, we got him. Ugh. Oh my gosh, yes. Come on, get this beacon. Get it. Nice. Oh, come on, no.
Back in the kitchen, baby.
Let's move this way. We have that beacon. Gonna stay over here because they're gonna try to push. There we go. Nice. I got him. Yeah. Yo, that Bagliore actually did pretty decent. Whoa, look how far he got pushed. Come on. There we go.
Too spicy for you.
Oh. They dropped the Loki. They dropped the Loki at the end. Hi, Fu. Good morning. Boom bash? No. I stay away from those weapons. Those are terrible weapons. Okay, so I need to work on this build. I think these builds are fine. It's the Shoggoth that we need to work with. Let's see here. Another option is to actually run these weapons, but I don't want to do too many. That's the problem. Another option is just to run the hazard. Those hazard, well, decay. The strongest Titan is Atlas? No, I don't agree with that. Because all it takes is a Pathfinder on a team and you're toast. Wait. Oh, they got a hacker here, right? Because I just died straight. Yeah. It was probably the guy that was asking in the chat earlier, have we run into any hackers? Atlas definitely not the strongest. Players like to think it is, but there's a lot of ways to counter it. It's whether your team has the count or not. It's kind of like the Vector. A lot of players complain of the Vector. You know, but then you ask how many are running Rust weapons. No one's running Rust weapons. I'm like, so you're complaining about a bot that you can't kill when you have the weapon to kill it, but you're not running it. How to explain that? Like, is he going for... I'm gonna go for center. See ya. They can kill me now, I don't really care. Now we need there's someone here with... We're gonna kill him. See, he can't heal. See that? Are they gonna push? They're probably gonna push the platform here. Yeah, they're gonna push. Okay. This guy. Force him to fly. How did we not have those beacons there? Did we not send guys there? Come on, get the beacon. I'm gonna have to stay here because I don't know what my teammates are doing back there. Thing is, these guys are gonna drop in with their... They're gonna drop in with their Titans here soon. Nice. He couldn't heal that. They're gonna drop with their Titans here though. What is this guy in? I need to get the rust on this guy. There we go. He's dead. Yep, he's gone. So wait, guys, what's going on back there? Get those beacons. I can't leave this one. What is that? Ah, shoot. Oh my gosh.
Jeff's back in the kitchen, baby.
What the heck is going on back here? We couldn't get that beacon. Yeah, we lost. We have no beacons. Low key time. That's why so many are running it. They use it to counter Shoggoth. But the thing is, it depends what drone the Shoggoth is using. I don't use the Fatagan. I actually use the Seeker when I run my version. So I'm more likely to get like a Loki once he gets within range. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can try to find another game here. Is it good? It's for lockdown, and also if you're dealing with a lot of players with the Aegis shield, it will knock it down faster. Because you have a lot of particles, right? And the way that it spreads out, it blankets the Aegis shield. You miss your wait, what? You miss your chat. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find a game here. There's fewer players because we got an update. Whenever you have an update, then the wait times are longer because they split the platforms. Army of Kazakhs viable yet? That was never viable. Well, before to farm, yes. Wait, what? Oh, we have another Loki. Well, we're all going to the same beacon. This guy gonna go through center here, or is he gonna go? I'm just trying to see where their players are, because I'm gonna try to see if we can run beacons. Because the other team, I think they have some strong players there too. Plus they have a Pathfinder here. He's running for that beacon. What the heck's going on? What is going on here? This is such a weird game. We started with so many beacon runners. This guy. But you know what? I'd rather be on a team with a lot of beacon runners than to be on a team that just sits back and camps. I don't know about you guys. Don't mind me. Ah, shoot. Ah! I mean, we do have an advantage in terms of beacons, but I'm not sure. We need to cover the center though, that's the thing. I think we're gonna lose center here. This guy won't be able to heal. This Fenrir. Watch his health. Watch his health. See how he's trying to heal up? He can't heal. That's the rust. This is why you run rust. This game's going to be kind of close. I think it's going to come down to us getting our Titans into center. Why isn't this guy taking any damage? I think I got him. Uh-oh. Come on. They're trying to get me out of the center here. I'm trying to hold it. Ah! I think that might have helped. It allowed my teammates to get into center. Yes. Come on. We got a flank. Someone's on our right flank or a left flank here. Trying to push this beacon here. Come on. What happened there? I think that might have been worth it. We had a good run with the Atlas there. What is that? Ugh. We're not gonna win. We don't have enough players. We're all sitting back here. They're gonna get that left beacon. I can't stop him. No, they're gonna get the lift. Come on, no. Oh, I couldn't stop him. Ugh. People on my team is from your clan. Oh man, that's why we lost. Just kidding. Recently built it, now you have to level them up. Hey, we did actually pretty decent, considering the hangar. Frederick, yeah, he had Frederick on his Bedvia. Hold on. I'm not happy with this build yet. Let's try something else here. The Bedvia did nothing though. Okay, this might be the final game. Let's see if we can get a good game. Whew, they got range already. Wait, we also... I need to get within the 600 meters here. Whoa, we got all the Shoggoth. Wait, what the? Okay, this is not good. Ah, shoot. If I had known, they're gonna kill all of us. They got brawlers. Shoot. Okay, wait. I'm gonna be in trouble. No! That should get rid of him. I think we got some rust on him. There we go. Man, we all decided to drop in with Shoggoth. That was a bad idea. If I had known, I wouldn't have dropped in with... Just trying to get the rust on this Minos. I'm gonna lock myself into this like cove here. So kind of if I lodge myself in here, it might be a little bit harder for them to get this beacon. Yep. They're trying to get rid of me. This was my plan. This is what you call playing defense, guys. Know your terrain. We got another problem though. Wait. There we go. Got him. Wait, he's got shield breaker. That guy's got shield breaker. It's going right through my shield here. Ugh. He's gonna kill my Atlas. Ugh. We have this beacon, right? We have that beacon. Oh, he's got... That guy's got quantum radar, this guy here. We just need to hold that side. I can't go for this player because he has quantum radar. I saw the symbol above his bot earlier. So I'm just gonna stay here for now. Yeah, he's waiting for me. Hope my teammates are able to stop. I think we're running out of... Yeah, okay, so he used it. Ugh. Ugh. There's only 2 of us left. Yep, I'm toast. Can I do a meta? Sorry, I can't run meta because this is Dream Hangars. I'm only running what the viewer, what their hangar is. That's the whole purpose of this live stream. That shows why Atlas is not the best. Yeah, they use shield breaker. All the way through my shield, Atlas is dead. That's how you counter it. The smart players will know. The ones that haven't figured out will usually complain and say that they should nerf it. Oof, what happened to my team here? Why is this guy only got 600? Just get their beacon. That guy would have killed me though. He would have killed me. He had quantum radar and there was another guy up top. They would have killed me. So I might as well do some damage, then do no damage. Okay, so I think I will make one comment about this. So you could use the Shantak weapons. Is a Hino? I think that's your name. Yeah, so this is the hangar that I was running for anyone who was asking why did I run such a bad hangar. This is the hangar from a player that, you know, I'm trying to help them out to strengthen their hangar. But basically, Okay, so we had Trebs. The build that I was running is, it is slightly stronger. The only thing is, I don't want to say to level up the Shantak weapons at this point because I think these are going to get nerfed pretty bad. You know, players are running it, and obviously if they're running it, they will choose whatever's the most powerful in the game. Whether you're a free player or a paid player, you know, all the players will do it. So I think Shantak is probably going to get nerfed pretty bad. Now, what other options do you have? I think the next weapon that is probably going to be used once it gets nerfed is probably the Lumen. So that might be another option, but just kind of letting you know in advance, you know. Russ, thank you so much for the donation. Hold on, let me just refresh. My YouTube's not showing it. I can see it in the chat, but I can't see it in the dashboard thing. Oh, you love Dream Hangars? Keep up the great work. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. What if your Dream Hangar isn't supposed to? Then that's fine. I just run it. That's fine. If it's a theme, then I, you know, if you get chosen, I will run it anyways. But I will still recommend how to optimize it because it doesn't really make sense to me why a player would want to run a weak hangar and just get completely destroyed. I know you might think that it's like fun, but I think over time, you're eventually going to change it. That's, you know, all players go through that. We can still hit a Loki. Yeah, you don't need to see a Loki in stealth. If they're on the ground, you just need to fire your weapon straight and it will hit anything that's in stealth or invisibility mode. You've been playing for 8 years. Just don't. I always find it when players tell me, not saying that this is you, but oftentimes I get players, you know, commenting saying that they've been playing the game for like 20 years or something crazy like that. And I'm like, wait a minute, the game hasn't even been out that long. And then they say something else, and I'm like, but that doesn't even make sense. Because this is when I know the more they talk, the more I know that they haven't been playing the game that long because some of the bots that they mentioned was never meta or, you know. I remember reading one comment where this guy was like, he's a veteran, he's been playing for like 10 years. And then he was complaining about how the game was like pay to win and like you needed to pay to get like decay or hazard weapons. I'm like thinking, you do know there's like workshop, right? You can build it in workshop for free. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, and then at that point, I'm like, you haven't been playing the game for 10 years. Because if you're questioning and you're asking me that kind of question with that amount of time under your belt, you haven't been playing the game at all. This is where you catch them out. You catch them in their lies. The Nuo is less reliable. I think I would use the Nuo over the Leo though. But you're probably saying less reliable because of the Shantak weapons, because I can see that. But the Nuo goes on very quick. That's why I said, like, you know, you want to run the Shy with it. If you're going to run the Nuo. Any other drone, I found that I was dying really quick. Unless, you know, there's a specific drone, I guess, for this. But I remember when the Oppo came out and it was at its prime, like, you know, they hadn't nerfed it or anything. When I used that, I was dying a lot more frequently. And then I used a Shy and I was like, okay, a Shy is the way to go. They haven't opened their hangar in like 8. Yeah. I see a lot of those comments. It's funny because they're using that as their argument, but you're like, that doesn't even make sense because what you mentioned didn't even exist. Or they make up some like story about how they've been playing for years, but then when they start talking about, remember when this, And you're like, no, it wasn't like that actually. But I think they're lying to, to make a point. I mean, if you're going to make a point like that, at least get your facts straight. Heck, that game we would have lost anyways. Even if I stayed on that beacon, we would have lost, because if you look at how many players we had versus how many they had, staying on the beacon wouldn't have made any difference at that point. I still might as well get your damage in. That's a common mistake. Like, players will try to delay the game. Like, why are you delaying the game? Like, the game's over. You might as well get your damage in at that point, because then it comes down to like honor points and where you get rewards at the end. Annexer with the flamethrowers. I would not use the flamethrowers on the Annexer. I used to run it. And then they nerfed the Annexer where you're not in the invisibility mode that frequently. So you're going to find with that particular build, you're going to die a lot faster. So my advice, if you're going to run the Annexer, you got to use probably, I would say, these weapons, or maybe like Basilius with like Ultimate Punisher Tease or something. That's what I would run. But yeah, the flamethrower build, you might get lucky for a couple of games, but I think you're going to find that it dies really quick. Because just the way that they've changed the Annexer. And I think the next rebalance for the Annexer is going to be the one that basically clips its wings. Because the one that I received was pretty bad. Like, you'd notice it. Like, I definitely notice it. You can't like do like the brawling maneuvers. Mind you, it's not really a brawler either, but I'm just saying. Orkanhechi was terrifying. You were running the Galahad. Well, the thing is, splash damage. It's not even the Hechi. So it's kind of like comparing the ultimate, not ultimate, the Lancelot. If you were running the Lancelot and you had a death button Griffin, Lancelot's not going to survive very long because it's not protected by splash. Unless, this is why players started using the Ansor shield. Is there any reason to have more than one? No, I wouldn't run. You don't need multiple. You just need one of each. But what I would recommend when it comes to motherships, and this is what I do like on my baby account as well. So if you have like a stealther, then what I would recommend, like if you max it out already, or you have, then maybe consider something like a Bifrost or something a little bit more defensive. And the reason why I would do that is because you don't know how your hangar is going to change in the future. So for example, if you had a lot of damage dealers, maybe, to help strengthen it, you would use something like a Bifrost. Or if you had, really tanky bots with a lot of firepower, then you might consider something like Stealth or like Frederick. So it's good to have like a defensive one and offensive mothership. So like on my baby account, I have the Avalon, so that, is more of a defensive. I use it mostly because my bots are like low level. So that's how I counterbalance. But if I was gonna, switch things up and I wanted an attack mothership, then I do have the Keel. Yeah, so I have the Keel as well, which I maxed out through the shipyard. Will I get the ultimate Raven in on this account? Yes, I should have it eventually. Good Demeter drone. I would go with Showdown. Yeah, so this one here. Because this has the healing too. And also with the Demeter, you will have the weapon protector. So you won't lose your weapons. You will heal. And yeah, I know players think this is just for stealth, but it's actually the healing that makes it so powerful on tanks. John Game Center. He used to be in my clan before, in Clan Vox. You can't wait to use it once and then forget about it. It's like most ultimates. They do well at the start and then they just kind of fade. Players realize they figure out how to counter it. They're like, oh, that's easy to kill. And then you start noticing fewer and fewer, and then eventually like they just die out. Showdown on the Mugi. Yeah, I could see that. I think I use Kestra on mine, but it's more because of the healing for that too. Okay, so I think that's going to be it, guys. So, Hino, I know you are watching this. Well, you're going to be watching it when the live stream is over because I saw your message. Hopefully this was able to help you in terms of like optimizing your hangar. What I would recommend though, again, this is just me personally, and you will find that it will help you, especially when you start. I mean, you have been struggling in Master League and there's a reason for it. You don't have enough tanks. So if you have something like a Raptor, if you have something like a Vector that you may have won, you know, I would consider using those instead of these two. I mean, you can use the Shoggoth if you want for range, but you definitely need more. You need more tanks. So, you know, Vector, you know, Raptor, even like an Archer or something, I would throw that in. Again, this is just me personally. I think that would help you, and you know, with that, you know, once you've optimized things, I think you will make it into Champion League. Then it's only a matter of time and just learning your hangar. Okay, so that's pretty much what we have ended with. So let me just go through everything. So I do have the E-locks on here. I think this is better, especially when it comes to knocking down shields if you are dealing with Shoggoth, like we were in the stream. Okay, so that will help. The Hippo weapons, you'll struggle with knocking down the shield. This one blankets it. That's why it's better. Okay, so we do have Kestrel. You could also use Showdown, but I don't want to put too much Showdown in this lineup. Another option is also Whiteout. Okay, so that's pretty much what I have. And then we have the Ammit here. This one we changed out quite a bit. One thing that I noticed too with your hangar, you don't have any rust weapons, and if you're struggling because you can't deal with things like vectors, that is the reason why you want these weapons in. It will help prevent them from healing up, and eventually your team will be able to kill them. Okay, so we have Shredder, we've got Velos, Makaira. Haven't really changed anything here in terms of the drone. Okay, so we got that. The Bagliore we changed out. Nucleon's not that bad. I kind of like the Nucleons because you don't have a reload on this thing. It does pretty decent. So I figured what you could do is you have one Nucleon. You had it on your Nuo. You could put it on this build. They can't even destroy an Aegis. Yeah. You would need to run Shield Breaker then, which is a whole nother. Yeah, you won't have like healing or anything. So the Nuo, I do have Basilius, Makaira on here again, just to apply the rust effect. This will go down very fast though, and I highly recommend using the Shy for this. Just a couple of skills. Jordan, this is Pixonic's account, and I use it for guides and stuff to help players and to showcase the new content. Would it make sense to do this on my personal account? Okay, because the reason why is because let's just say my hangar was different. I would have to spend resources just to change out the hangar. I mean, that could be anywhere, like, that could be literally like $1,000 if we're being realistic. And then I would have to spend again to get my hangar back to where it was. That's why I use their account for this stuff. Because there's too many changing of skills, changing of drones, changing of, you know, everything. So basically what I'm doing is I'm spending their resources to help the players so that the players don't have to spend their resources wasting it on stuff that may not even work. If that makes sense. Okay, so The Shoggoth here, we've got Decay, Nania. I think this could work. You could also do the Hazard. But obviously the Shantak weapons are the strongest for this right now. There are other builds that I do like, but they're ultimate weapons. So I think I'll just stick with this for now. Let's see, we've got that. Seeker on this one. I actually do find I prefer Seeker than the Fatagan on here. I guess we could have changed the skill here for this. We don't have the Trebs. Yeah, I wouldn't run Trebs on here. The Atlas, these weapons I find are doing better than the other weapons. Also, I'm just trying to think. So the Sirocco Titan, the new Titan that's going to be coming into the game, you probably want to keep your distance, I think, with the Atlas. Okay, because they have the EMP, and while you do have the EMP, I don't know if you want to get too close. That could cause a lot of problems. I think your Atlas will die very quickly. So I think using mid-range, so whether it be Veneer, Vincia, or the Torch and Furnace, I think that's the route that I would take. I think it'll be just more effective that way. I'm just planning out ahead, you know, based on the new Titan that's coming to the game. Okay, so a couple of skills there. And then we ran the Stealther. And here are the turrets. Although this one, I think I would run double. I don't even know if I have... Do I have more? Oh. Yeah, I think I would do this. Yusuf, no, I haven't tried that build. Okay, so I think that's going to be it. You're... Oh, with my trading, how do I predict where the market is going to go up or down? So Euro, in most cases, even the best traders. So first of all, the best traders, most times, they're usually within the 30 to 40% win rate. So the post that I made, where I had a payout from the prop firm, I actually only had an 18% win rate. So what you do is, because you don't have a high win rate, what you do is you let your winners run. Okay, so basically my R multiple, so for every loss that I had, so let's just say I lose $100, I would end up making 500 on the winners. So just mathematically speaking, I have an edge without being right. I'm using my winners to outstrip my losses, if that makes sense. Hazard and Decay hits hard, yes. Oh, another thing that someone was asking me about the Shoggoth, they were asking me, because they noticed when I use the ability, you know, I press it again, like they wanted to know, is there any reason for that? It has a built-in weapon. So what I do is, you won't be able to see it in a custom game because there's no one in front of me. But I'll just show you quickly what I mean here. Is the bubble thing, the suppression, that's from the Seeker drone, by the way. Okay, so when there's someone in front of me, I will activate my ability like this, right? And then if they're still moving and they haven't been locked down, I will activate. So you see the target on the right? What that does is it uses the track, it locks them down, and it actually fires. There's a projectile that fires from the Shoggoth, and I've one-shot players with that projectile. So next time when you see a Shoggoth play, watch carefully, because that built-in weapon's actually very deadly. A lot of players underestimate that. Like, I've one-shot a lot of players with it. It's usually the weaker bots, like a Nuo flying around and they don't have a last stand. You one shot with that, without even firing your weapon, you can kill them. So yeah, just something with the Shoggoth. Because I was trying to figure out, the one time I was in a game and I activated that and I hadn't even fired my weapons because they were on reload, but yet I killed the guy. I was like, wait a minute, what? So there's a projectile, so it fires something, right? Does it say here? Oh, the robot gains access to its built-in weapon, which damages enemies. Yep, that is it. Do they say how much damage it does? All I know, I've done some crazy damage with that, that built-in weapon. You wouldn't think. So you have damage from your actual weapons and then from the built-in weapon. But the built-in weapon you gotta watch because it can one-shot you if you're not careful. It can destroy your Titan. Yeah, I've killed Titans with it. That's how crazy it is. Jordan, what I would do is when the stream is done, post your Dream Hanger in the comments, and who knows, it might get chosen in the next episode. So, guys, the way that this Dream Hangers works, so the viewers, they submit their Dream Hanger, so it would look something like this. Okay, so I have, by the way, thanks for participating in the Dream Hangers, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. So yeah, to everyone else, if you would like a chance to be featured in a future Dream Hangers live stream, what you need to do is, first of all, post 5 robots. Okay, so if you had to have a hangar like today, where everything is maxed out, it could be a theme, or maybe, this is something that you currently have in your hangar and you're not sure if it works, that would also qualify as a Dream Hanger. You post 5 robots, your Titan, your mothership, and also put your pilot ID, because if you get chosen, your prize, because I give away prizes as well for the ones that are selected, if you get chosen, that prize is locked in. It is a guaranteed prize. Your odds of getting a prize this way is higher than the giveaways that I do. I'm just telling you guys now, your odds are a lot higher. So there's nothing to lose. And also, if it's a hangar that you are currently running, you get feedback on it too. So it's a win-win, like both ways. You get a prize, and also, I get to run your hangar, and you get to hear what I think of your hangar and how you can improve it. So you get advice on that. And, I'm also helping out others, because I'm pretty sure there's others that have very similar builds. And then on top of that, you get a prize, and it's locked in. So let's just say, for example, the next giveaway was for the new robot. Okay, so in that case, Hino would get that new robot. It's locked in. Their prize is locked. I don't know what the next giveaway is going to be, by the way. I still have to get that all approved by Pixonic. They're winning the Vulcan? No. It's getting moved to the next. That Vulcan pilot, that's... I know that giveaway's running, but it's going to get pushed over to the next. Because for Dream Hangers, I'd rather give like a weapon or a robot or whatever, because I think it would help the player more than a pilot, if that makes sense. How do you know what platform? You don't need to give platform if you're talking about your pilot ID for the giveaway, because it's all considered the same platform now. Yeah, so I don't need to know if you're on Android or whichever. The only thing is, if you're on Xbox or PlayStation, there seems to be some sort of issue with those consoles. Not coming from Pixonic. It has to do with some regulation or whatever that's Sony. Right? Because Sony owns PlayStation. There's some rule about giveaways. So I think Pixonic's trying to work around that. I'm not sure what's all going on with that. But I just know that if you're on those platforms, you may not be able to get your prize. Euro, yes, possibly. They may possibly get the Fang. I don't know what the next giveaway is going to be. On the phone, it should... Yeah, you should be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah, there's something weird with... well, I don't know how Xbox works. I mean, when Pixonic was explaining it to me, the way that they explained it was kind of confusing. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll just kind of remember. Remember, because it's like... They say that it has something to do with Sony. It's kind of like with ads on Steam. You know, Pixonic would like to put ads because they would obviously make money that way, but they're not allowed to because Valve, which owns Steam, they don't allow ads in their games. So therefore, Pixonic can't put the ads. It's either that or you're not allowed to be on Steam. They have to go by their rules. That's how it works. Okay, guys, so that is going to be it for today's episode of Dream Hangars. Once again, Hino, thank you so much for participating in this week's episode. And I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. And yeah, as I mentioned for everyone else, once the stream is done, if you would like a chance to be featured in a future Dream Hangars episode, make sure you post your Dream Hangar. Could be something you're building towards, could be your current hangar, could be, you know, a theme, whatever. Post 5 different robots, a Titan, a mothership, and then also the most important part, your pilot ID. I'm only picking the comments that have pilot IDs, just letting you know ahead of time, because I need to double check to make sure that you haven't won recently on my channel as well, because otherwise that's one way, that's a loophole. So if you won recently, you won't be able to win again, or at least for the next few giveaways. Okay, so that's how you enter. And yeah, I guess with that said, thank you very much to Dark Warrior, Lone, Dominic Kine, Dice, Peter Colt, Alex, Togi, and Ramil. If you guys were around, thank you so much for helping to moderate today's live stream chat. Much appreciated. Also, thank you very much to Rust for the donation earlier. Really do appreciate it. And I know Rust has a YouTube channel. Make sure to check out Rust, guys. He streams very often. I don't know. I haven't seen your... I think you were streaming yesterday. Because I happened to hop on and then I kind of left a like, but I was kind of busy. So I couldn't unfortunately watch the stream, but I think you were streaming yesterday. So yeah, make sure you check out Rust. And if any of the others I mentioned, if they have YouTube channels, make sure you check them out too. So tomorrow, guys, there may not be a live stream. Tomorrow is actually my birthday, so I might be taking tomorrow and Saturday off. We'll see. But definitely tomorrow. So I'll try to do like a shorts video or something. Okay, for tomorrow. And then Saturday, I may potentially take Saturday off too. Sunday, there will be a live stream. And also, I will be announcing the winners to the pilot. Okay, for the Vulcan pilot on Sunday. But there will be a stream then. Okay, so that is it, guys. If this is the first time you happen to drop by my YouTube channel or live stream, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Dream Hangars. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that said, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. And until the next live stream, I will catch you guys later. Cheers, guys.